Boink!
Damn with the sound design. Granny versus Granny.
Goodness gracious. On the
What
run!
Turbo Granny was actually Okarun's granny. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first, the day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We are back today, guys, with episode 3 of Dandadan today.
Yes, sir. Man, this show so far, very bizarre, but very cool. Love the dynamic between Ayase and Okarun, or Kin. I don't know which I'm gonna call him. I might call them both in between, you know what I'm saying? Last time we went against this alien thing that first we thought was a ghost and ended up being an alien, and then we learned from Okarun that aliens and ghosts, it seems like they have some kind of connection a lot. Very strange, but it was a sumo wrestling alien thing that emitted black gas or fog, and we defeated it. It took us a minute because we had to use the talisman, get the talisman back outside of the gate because we took it off to let Okarun inside, and yeah, we defeated it by putting it right back on it. It burned, and now Turbo Granny is trying to get Ayase, try to attack her, so that's where we left off on.
Oi, baba! We are so excited. This is a weird series, guys, and I just love talking about it. Why do I say that? That was kind of weird. Like, you know, what are you talking about, Twitchy? We have a Discord channel. Join the Discord if you want to talk about anything Dandadan. No spoilers, though. And we can also talk about Undead Unluck because we do love that series as well. Love talking about it. Yeah, we're going to start plugging the Discord a little bit more. So if you guys are watching this video and you're interested, peep it down below.
Yes, sir. We have a lot of people in the Discord right now that likes to talk about a lot of different series. So join. Everybody has a place in there. Everybody got a room. It's like a big mansion. We all have rooms in there. But with that being said, you ready to hop into this episode?
Yes, I am. So without any further delay, let's get into Season 1, Episode 3 of Dandadan right about now.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
おめえの年27だろ。
20歳です。
妻子がいるだろ。
一人暮らしです。
Oh, she's so...
Wow. The psychic powers exploded. Now, this definitely reminds me of Scott Pilgrim. Go watch our reactions to that, by the way. Same studio. We got more coming out, so stay tuned for that.
This behind-the-scenes production look.
Yep. I like this music, too.
Funky.
Ooh. There's a lot of this funky, groovy music. It fits this series, I feel like.
Dodorio. Dude, you're still moving.
Oh, I'm about to say. Well, you still technically working.
I think, like,
Those,
she is...
voice actresses?
Not at the moment, but I feel like she sees a lot more than meets the eye. Like, she's a true spirit medium.
But it's more than the ghost stuff. It's like to aliens.
Hey,
Don't
Luffy.
gobble her whatever.
Nobara!
Nobara? Man, it's the granny.
Oi, baba.
You know what I'm saying?
Wood.
You know, I got a bat in here somewhere. I gotta give my bat for these videos now.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe one day we'll do like a OP tier list that we reacted to on this channel.
Ooh, that'd be pretty nice.
That'd be pretty fun. This one will be high up, somewhere high up. I wonder what other characters are like Okarun that got cursed.
And like possessed, yeah.
Or even by Turbo Granny. It'd be cool if there's like another person that got possessed by her.
Oh, if like one spirit could possess multiple people?
Matter of fact, I think that might be the case because this is different from like a devil possession like in a lot of other anime. Because like she's a part of him, but she's not. She didn't get inside him. Pause. But get my point.
Yeah!
Oh my God. She sounds familiar.
Tsunade?
I'm not sure. If it is, it makes perfect sense. Oh. Oh, got your ass.
Got him. Well done, Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy.
All right, Ichibe.
You're right. What the hell?
That's not a bat. Well, it is and it
That
isn't.
is a bat. This very much reminds me of Gojo versus Sukuna early on in the anime.
わしはおめえを捕らえてんじゃねえ。ぶっ殺してんだ。
Boink!
Damn. And with the sound design. Granny versus Granny.
Goodness gracious. On the
What if
run!
Turbo Granny was actually Okarun's granny? That'd be some wild shit. I'm like, what? That'd be kind of tragic though, because that must mean she probably died, became this. That's my grandkid. I'm keeping her safe. I don't care who it is.
So mama! Your boyfriend's dead. It was all a dream. Golly!
Hey, Granny, you know what I'm saying?
Bakatono.
You know, I like older women myself, you know. I definitely want to see how their relationship is, especially given how she seemed in that flashback. Like she seemed a little bit more traditional,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's like more laid back. I don't know. We didn't get too much from that, but seems a little different.
To show your telekinetic powers.
ごめんなさい。
Aw.
私が間違ってました。友達が欲しかっただけ
I
な
knew
のに。
you for like one whole day.
But your name's Ten Takakura. Mm.
Oh, but he probably near chilling. See, it really is Tanjiro. We just looked at Tanjiro making rice balls.
Yeah. I love the subtle blushing that they're doing for her face.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like over the top.
いつから化け物を友達にするようになったんだ。
びっくりした。
だから発動しね。へえ、そうかい。好きかい。
言ってねえわ。
No, you
そ
did.
れでさ。
You know, it's kind of funny. Like,
おめえ。
that's like the goal right now of the series, and it's an impossible goal for some reason to obtain.
Mhm.
And it's so bizarre. I gotta get my weenie back, and I gotta probably fight fucking
I was just like
invasions
that
of
until
aliens and
yesterday.
ghosts, and the world is gonna blow up or some shit just for his weenie.
昔は100キロババアとか呼ばれててよ。全国各地で暴れ回ってた近代妖怪だぜ。
Mm-hmm.
そんな神出鬼没の野郎が異様だったぜ。あまりの霊気の強さにトンネルに近づくことさえできなかった。奴らは自分のテリトリーの中ではほぼ最強だ。
I wonder if there's something there then for Okarun, the reason why he was able to get there without like any issues.
Did she allow that to happen, or is there another reason?
Exactly.
ターボババアと自爆霊が合体してやがったのさ。
That's what we see in the preview.
わしも大事な孫を失いた
I feel like Granny Sandoria, she's going to be a goated character.
She's very, she's kind of like All Might in My Hero. She seems like the stereotypical kind of like Baba.
But you can just tell by her demeanor that she's been through a whole lot. That's why I can't wait to learn about how she became who she is.
ケンさんってそのガキ大好き。おい、告られてんぞ。
Oi!
It'll be fun too to see her relationship with Ken as well. And what happened to your parents / aka your son or daughter?
You think maybe that Santoria, she agreed to look after ISA, that she's not actually her grandmother?
That'd be interesting. Or her parents are some aliens
Mm.
and they came here.
And that's why she
there's
has
some, like,
telekinetic powers.
Exactly. And then there was some deal. Because her grandmother doesn't seem like she has the same abilities as her, right?
Mm-mm. It's more like spiritual, ritualistic.
See, guys, we just be theorizing around here. You know, don't confirm
Bars.
anything. We said this
No,
about
no!
Undead Unluck.
Oh
Please
god,
don't.
no!
やっと話に入れてもらえるんすか。こんなのせいだ。
Forgot.
オカルンスタミナないし。
全くないっす。100回5セットだ。
Okay, One Punch Man.
I was about to say One Punch Man. Are you part of an organization or you do
She's the Men in Black.
solo?
And also her resistance to being punched by that big old alien, that's not normal.
Yeah, exactly. I still like. I remember we was trying to come up with something. I remember you said something like maybe he was like hollow, but I'm like,
I don't think so. Because he,
nah, because he was
dented the
craters into
concrete.
that wall. Yeah. I think both of these characters definitely got something crazy with their Just their blood in general.
And I would really like it as well if she were an alien, because that means his first friend was indeed an alien.
Yeah. Like how you're thinking.
What?
Secret child scandal shocking popular.
Okay, yeah, so her forecasts are 100% correct. Ah! Oh, so what she was doing in the opening was manifestation of her powers.
Yeah, she's definitely not her actual grandmother.
What is Okarun doing in the background?
Grabbing ass crotch and crying. Oh, I don't know.
Evolve your interpretation of your negator ability.
This is some crazy training that you're doing. This is some before final arc or like mid-series training. Like, all this time you were doing this with your eyes open. How about you close your eyes and focus more? Boom.
Feel the aura.
Big power creep. Wow. Wow.
That's not how that works. Why?
I don't know. Maybe she's interested to see what the fuck he has. I don't know. Not bad. Did she over there? Did she just fangirl? This is hilarious. That entire scene was hilarious.
Like Luffy and Sanji? Do you think she was tasked with sealing her power until a certain time?
Oh no. Hell no. She knows. Oh.
She's bleeding? Oh my god!
Whoa.
Again, it's ocular.
Wow.
And from her ears.
Hey man, respect your granny.
I mean, whether she is or isn't, respect her anyway.
Yeah. He wasn't even under the cold shoulder.
That was enough. Like, interesting, like certain guardians to children relationships, it's more so kind of like a thorny type of banter. Cosplayers, Mom! Don't look!
Interesting. Very interesting, man. It's a lot. It's kind of a lot to talk about.
But also, like, not a lot happened. We expected her grandmother to come and to rescue her. Obviously, we didn't know the specifics of how that would have been done, but...
When the hell are we gonna see that damn crab? We got an ED and OP. Off rip. So there's a few things. We learned about Turbo Granny. She's a yokai that's been around for centuries. We learned that she has like an ocular power where everything, if she sees somebody, she can pretty much
curse them to death.
Curse them as well, yeah. Also with Granny Sandoria saying that when she went to the tunnel that she was like, what did she say? She said something like
she wasn't allowed
like
in because they have kind of like a home field advantage.
Right. But Okarun, he went right in there,
easily
walking through there, right in front of Turbo Granny. So there's definitely something with him, gotta be, or unless Turbo Granny or her and allowed it to happen, either or. I'm not looking.
I'm looking.
I'll look.
This looks insane.
There's the
insane.
I really think there is a lot to talk about. I have like a few things going through my mind right now. Even though by character design, I'd say that Yase does look like her grandmother, but at the same time, could just be, you know, just the art style of the characters. So some of them will just look similar. But it does definitely seem like she's from Aliens. Look at her power, her grandmother. I'm not saying that we don't know exactly. Most series, you know, you technically have like similar power to your parent.
Yeah.
Because it's like a genetic thing, just like in real life. But in here, it seems like she has she knows about stuff like that, but she doesn't have those powers, and it definitely seems very alien-like. And the aliens, the Sepro people, pushed her to use her powers. I feel like that's kind of foreshadowing too, because they were aliens that did that.
It's also interesting the specific alien race that she interacted with in episode 1, the Serpoians. They stated that they were exclusively a male-only race. But what if that's not the case? My dad, and also by extension a little bit of myself, are huge fans of like ancient aliens or like alien abduction, like that sort of genre of entertainment. And one thing that is almost always brought up is genetic experiments. So how the Serpoians reproduce is by taking the banana and then also ripping out the uterus. So they might have like some inorganic or just kind of like pseudo womb that they form to replicate their species. But ISA might be like the first successful like female subject, or even might be something kind of similar to, unironically in episode 1 as well, they were talking about the serpent race. So a lot of alien races, they have a queen. So it could be ISA is the queen of the Serpoians, because she's the once in a generation type of female. And then maybe her grandmother is tasked with protecting her, raising her up. She made her do that little like finger on top of her head thing every day when she went to school. Now, one thing I also want to kind of connect it to is with episode 2. So episode 2, the sealant, I don't know what it's like the piece of paper that was used to seal and like burn up the area, the talisman, it worked on an alien. Like normally those are for ghost only exclusively. And that thing worked on both Turbo Baba and the alien. So what's the connection there?
Because Ogadon, he mentioned the connection there, but like we don't know. It was more so like his, I don't want to say his hypothesis. Well, kind of, because he said that's what
there's some,
I forgot exactly
like
what he said,
kindredness between like
Exactly.
seeing aliens and seeing ghosts. Like if you see one, you're likely to see the other.
Right. And also, I feel like that there was some kind of, based off of, okay, so last episode, based off of what that alien said when he first appeared, he said, you guys broke the promise, like you people were evil.
Yes.
What is that? What does that mean? There's definitely more to that. I'm thinking that it has to do with maybe humans did something where they made a deal that aliens and ghosts maybe can come and take the bananas and weenies or something like that. And basically whoever's the leader or who made the deal on Earth is basically selling out humans. Because I feel like we're going to see that a lot. Aliens coming here and invading, and ghosts doing their thing here as well. So there's definitely something, all anime and all series in general, when it comes to supernatural stuff on Earth is always like the main character, you know what I'm saying? So things just happens here.
Japan
so I'm trying to
and
figure
United
out what's
States.
the connection. Exactly. So what's the connection with Earth in this series? Like, what was it? Something like that? I'm thinking something like The Promised Neverland, similar to that. No. And also ghosts. I really want to learn more about how ghosts in this series work. Like, is it just as simple as somebody dies and becomes a ghost after doing something like a forbidden ritual or something, trying to connect with aliens? I think obviously there's always going to be a connection and a cycle between the two, and I guess humans as well, those three. Also, another series that we're watching right now, Bleach. We know that there's different species or different races of beings in that series that go through a certain cycle in a way. Well, some do, others don't, but maybe it's something like that as well, or there's a connection with all of them in this series. I don't know, but there's a lot to think about, a lot to talk about. It was a cool episode. I like what we got in this. Training, we got some lore, a little bit of lore, and we met Grandma, and she's dope.
She's funny.
Yeah. I know she's gonna die. Her death flag is,
it's coded already.
it's wild how, that's crazy. I would be surprised if she doesn't die, and I would hope not, you know, but
yeah, and it's kind of like that like I was saying earlier, kind of like that parental figure that's like, it's hard love, like they're always fighting with their children, and then before they leave, be safe, don't die. What did that remind me of recently? Kind of like the Zeph and Sanji goodbye from One Piece.
Yeah.
It's just like they're always fighting, they're always butting heads, and then just as they're about to say goodbye, it's like, no, I'm gonna be genuine, be safe.
And what makes this even more endearing is that like her grandmother actually doesn't like diss her like how in other series, how it's like back and forth, like with Zeph and Sanji. She's not really hard on her granddaughter. Her granddaughter
Not really.
does it to her, and then she like responds sarcastically. So I kind of like that. It's like she's really sweet the whole time. She's being very sweet. She doesn't have to be a tsundere or, you know, doing all that like back and forth. She doesn't have to do none of that. And I like that her characters are really different. For one, it's a female character. You don't get this a lot in the series, especially with her granddaughter. I would say Yase definitely is the main character of the series.
I think so.
Based off of how things work, and her, we already know a relative of hers and all that, and we met her first. So I just like this dynamic a lot, and I want to see the dynamic between her grandmother and Okarun, because it's funny. It's all funny. So from one MC to the next, Luffy to Tanjiro. Well, no, not Luffy, but the Turbo Granny Luffy. There's a lot of MC-isms in this series and a lot of cool dynamics. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got on my end.
Last point I'll make is it's kind of interesting if we theorize that Granny was supposed to protect ISA, either from other species of aliens, from ghosts, so on and so forth, but yet she allowed her to keep going to school without doing the ritual. That ritual seemed very important. Like, she stressed it to her grandchild. Like, what's the reasoning for that? Was that just simply a technique to help channel her chi so that she could eventually unlock her telekinetic powers? Could she have eventually not developed those powers if she hadn't been doing that for her childhood? I guess we'll find out later, but that's an interesting dynamic that she told her to do it, and then when she stopped doing it, she didn't like get on her case about it.
I think it's definitely some kind of like Naruto's origins when he was born, but mother father things.
Sure.
Nine Tails. I feel like there's something probably happened.
His parents are sealing her powers. That's what Vante said.
Yeah, I think something like that happened. I think something like that. And she's the better grandma. Sandoria.
Oh, than Sarutobe. Oh my god. Yep. On that note.
But yeah, great episode 3. Can't wait for next week when we fight Turbo Granny. Let's see how this is gonna go down. Are we gonna kill her? Is she gonna escape or do some other shit? I don't know, but I'm excited nonetheless.
I'm expecting some fireworks next episode. And based on the preview, yes.
You guys know the drill, man. We got a lot of content that we're currently doing, that we're planning on doing, and stuff that's in the backlog. So expect a lot of fire, a lot of heat to close out the year and to start the beginning of the next year. But I hope you guys all have a good one. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next video, and
peace.